criminal, it is decadent.
And Prof, at the center of it all, because many look at the sale of identity as just that. You have an ID, you can do your business, you can vote and all that. But if you open your eyes wider, then it borders on matters to do with Kenya's position in the diplomatic circles, Kenya's security, and how other countries can't trust Kenya to take care of its business. Because today, unfortunately so, those that are being sold the IDs, when they want to leave the country, they would be subjected to a lot of security checkups simply because they do not trust how you got that document. Yet Kenya knows that very well, but chooses to look the other way. What does this mean then for Kenyans and our identity and what status it holds internationally?
That's what we are doing. The ID is one of the many violations, the many assault against our sovereignty or on our sovereignty. And the assault on our sovereign rights as Kenyans has come in many guises and many forms. And as a result, I think what we are trying to say is that we need to distinguish between normal diplomatic activities that enables, for example, a person from Venezuela to come and work and live in Kenya. We have that facility. Anybody from Australia, wherever, you can come and do your business. We have that channel. And it's also a source of our income as a country. When we sell, the working visa, workers permits and all that kind of thing, it's part of the income. But it is also the place where we kind of guard our sovereignty. The military, KDF, will have the hard power and go to the borders and prevent. That's how we defend our sovereignty, using the military. But the sovereignty has also to be defended using soft power. And the soft power is the implementation of the law as it is. So when there is even a report on somebody selling or buying identity cards, it's criminal. Now, our people from northern Kenya have complained continuously. I was with my friend who is in Addis Ababa, who is a Kenyan doing his business there in Addis Ababa, and he's a he's a Borana from the Kenyan side, and he's a leader, public leader in this country in a serious way. And he tells me, we have been complaining about the interviews about this. But is it discrimination? No. It is how we find ourselves as a country. I don't know whether you have heard this story about our diplomatic breaches with wars with Tanzania under Magufuli. Part of the reason why we had that diplomatic fight was because of who we are. Because the opposition leader there, who was challenging Magufuli, was a Maasai. And as a Maasai, he pays tribute to the late Orentimama and comes to Suswa for the Maasai ceremonies, because for the Maasai, their land stretches from where the Saburus are, perhaps where the Turkana, to all the way up beyond Gorogoro and down. That's their country. Run, So these boundaries that were chiseled by the British in the Barring Conference don't make sense to them. Their cows graze. I mean, I belong to one of the Maasai clans, the Orengotieks. And they are here in Kajiado, they are there across in Arusha, majority. And when they are going for feasts, ceremonies, palios, whatever, they don't even recognize that border at all.
They're the same people.
So if you want to know who is a Kenyan Maasai and who is a Kenyan, a Tanzanian Maasai, how do you do about that? Take the Kuria, for example. The Kuria, their majority are in Tanzania. We have just a small population of the Kurias. Remember, in this country, we have, at one point, no long time ago, after 2002, we had a deputy president, a vice president that time, as a Kenyan, and his brother is the minister, is a prime minister in Uganda. Same mother, same father. And we lived with that. So we are not chauvinistic. We know how to live. We are civilized. But we're saying criminality